Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Messages from Venus. This is a client reading. For those of you that are interested in getting a reading, you guys know where to find me. I am always behind on my readings, unfortunately, but trust me and believe me, you will get them delivered. I don't scam people of readings, but I wanted to wish you guys a fantastic full moon. This video will be out on the full moon. I also wanted to tell you guys to keep your head up high, because I want to say that this full moon is in Cancer. My moon is in Cancer. I think there's an eclipse happening, so you know, the universe snatching wigs. So yeah, let's get started with the reading. There was a specific question with this reading for this client, which I'm going to focus on, and then I'll give her the reading. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to turn the cards over starting this way so that you can see the cards a little bit better. So this is the message that I'm getting. Your question was, how do I become a better woman? Because it just seems like you are more surrounded by the women in life, by the women around you, by the divine feminine more than the divine masculine. And so because we are all in one, because we are both feminine and both divine feminine and divine masculine put together, if we are one without the other, sometimes we feel out of whack, or sometimes we feel not at ease with ourselves and we feel like we're lacking something. And I feel like that's what's happening at this very moment, in where you have cards like the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're focusing too much on the things that you lack, the things that you don't have, or the things that were taken away from you from the time where you were the time where you were born until 15, and again in your 30s is how I see it. There was like traumatic experiences between the time you were born, 15, and then traumatic experiences again within your 30s, and that you have not let go. And that is the issue. It's not so much as like, what can I do to be more feminine? What can I do to be a better woman? What can I do to grow better? Is what can you do to let go of the things that did not allow you to grow? Sometimes it takes a little bit of acceptance. Here with the Ace of Wands, a lot of people would interpret this as, oh, you kind of have to start new endeavors with yourself. But what I see is the total opposite. I see the Ace of Wands looking away from the Seven of Swords. Excuse me. Losing my voice. Looking away from the Seven of Swords, which is looking away from yourself. Okay? That aspect of you wanting to take action and wanting to grow is looking away from all the other aspects of yourself. Don't look away from the other aspects of yourself. You have to look at each mirror. You have to look at each thought, each disappointment, each growth, each failure, each rise, each fall, each endeavor, so that you understand what you lost in between and what each of those experiences had you gain, which was the complete portion of yourself. And I feel like once you kind of like accept that is when you'll feel like a complete woman. You don't have to have a divine masculine in your life to be able to feel complete. I honestly am a true believer that those things are made up by society and how we are grown up and the structure that we are put into. That does not make you. What makes you is the swords. It's, again, each rise, each fall, each endeavor, each demise, each growth. That's what makes you who you are. And in between, yes, it might have seemed like I lost a father. It might have seemed like I lost friends. I've lost people that I've loved. I haven't had a good sexual relationship with somebody. But guess what? You're all focusing on what you didn't have. But what you should focus on, in accordance to what I'm getting from this reading, is the things that you got from not having those things, so that you're able to appreciate and see yourself and see your growth. Because we all know that you're a very passionate person. We all know that you will strive for the things that you want. You don't need a push. Even though, yes, everyone needs some sort of motivation, some sort of excitement, some sort of, how do I get here? You know, some sort of answer as to like, how do I get from point A to point B? But this Queen of Wands shows me that you already have what it takes. Just go back into your references, go back into your indexes of your life, between the moments, your very first memory of your existence, and 15 years old, and then back into 30 years old. If you want to have meditation sessions with yourself where you're just sitting there alone in the darkness, thinking about the things that you lost, so that you can find the things that you gained from those losses. And once you do that, you'll feel much better, no matter how many times you have to do it, because all the trauma is not going to be healed in one day. No matter how many times you have to go back, no matter how many full moons you have to go back and experience that, so that you remember the things that you have, will be gratifying experience, because you'll see your worth in there. You have to see your worth in that, in those experiences, is what I'm getting from this. Then I see, this is the Oracle card, or the message. We have the Sith Mermaid. Power that creates and sustains you, heals you, which is exactly what I've been telling you. Okay, the things that have been created in your life, whether it's uprise, whether it's upheaval, whether it's separation, love, joy, whatever it is, whatever it was, whatever that thing was, gives you the power to heal. And that's what you should focus on. So I hope that you have a fantastic full moon. Let me know how these meditation sessions work for you, because I tend to do them every time I go to bed. Me overthinking sometimes takes me to those places, which I totally can understand where you're coming from. Sometimes your loss can be your greatest gain, because you learn from that. And it takes a lot of guts to push forward and not let yourself fall back. And you have not allowed yourself to fall back. You are a complete woman, physically, mentally, financially. No matter how many emotional strives you're going through, or how many emotional waves you're going through, see the things that you've gained from these losses. And that will give you the stripes that you need to push forward and continue to push forward. So I love you very, very much. I will see you guys in the next video. Please continue to water your life. Bye, guys.